Hello everyone. Welcome to section 4, where we're going to be talking about files and methods. In this video, we'll be talking about methods and how to create them and how to use them. So exactly, a method is just a group of code that is sectioned or partitioned into a block that I can just reuse anywhere inside of my other code. So basically, I could use the method by calling it with its name and its parameters. The method parameters are the parameters you pass to the method in case you need to supply the method with values that it should use. Methods can have or can have not return types. And the type of return types is usually the usual data types we have. So let's experience some methods creation with parameters and without parameters. As usual, I'm going to go to my console application. As usual, my program class is always empty. So what I want to do is I want to partition some pieces of code into a method. For instance, I'm going to write some code that writes something to the console. So for instance, if the highlighted code is to be used in more than one location, it's logical that I group them in a method so that I can call that method without repeating that code again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy or cut these lines and create my method, which in this case should be private static because I'm going to use it in a static method. And I don't want the method to return anything, so the return type will be void, and the method name will be print. And that's it. And I'm gonna just paste the code. And then I need to call this method. So I call it by its name and provide empty parameters by just opened and closed empty brackets. Then I need to check my code, so I'm gonna run the project as usual. As you can see, the printing code is called and I can see the strings being printed on the console. So in another way, I could choose a method that will accept some parameters. So how do I do that? I'm gonna add another method, private static void, because it's not returning anything, and the name of the method print with name, and then it will accept a string name and it will call console dot write line, and as usual I'm going to add some formatting and I'm going to say this is the name, and I'm going to pass in the name, semicolon, and I'm not going to use that. So in order to comment, I could just add 2 slashes. This means this code will not be executed. And then I will print with control space to complete the sentence, and then say the name, which in this case I will choose to be Mark. This is, then we'll run and check my code. So as you can see, we have the string and it's printed, and this is how you pass parameters to a method. Now, if I wanted to create a method that returns something, for instance, I want to create a method that returns the full name of a person. For instance, I'm going to create a private static. In this case, it will return a string, and I will call it get full name. And it will accept string first name and another string for last name. And then we'll return first name, space, and then last name. And if I want to, again, I will comment this line. And if I want to write this or print it, I will use something like console.writeLine. And then I will pass in get full name. And get full name will have first name, which is Alex, and the second name is Steven. And now I'm just gonna run and see how the output can be. It's written Alex Steven, the full name.